Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are tearing into a pretty intense stack of operational files from the Nocturne City Police Department.
Yeah, and trust me, you're going to want the shortcut on this one. It gets dense.
Right. So this deep dive, it's really our roadmap. We're going to try and unpack this really complex case involving supernatural cops, international gangsters, and even genetic manipulation.
And it all kicks off in Nocturne City, which, it's a place where humans, weres, witches, trolls, they all kind of live together. Not always peacefully, mind you.
Definitely not. So think about law enforcement there. It's,
Yeah.
it's a whole other level of weird and frankly dangerous politics.
Exactly. And right in the middle of it is our main figure today, Lieutenant Luna Wilder.
Head of the NCPD's Supernatural Crime Squad, the SCS. She's tough, very capable, but she's got this constant target on her back. Why?
Well, the big reason. She's in Silisi, packless, a werewolf without a pack allegiance.
Which is a huge deal in worse society. So she's not just fighting criminals, she's fighting the actual pack hierarchy constantly.
And that hierarchy, it bites back almost immediately in this case. The initial call sounds pretty standard, right? Code 187, homicide, Pier 16, Port of Nocturne.
Victim, a teenager named Lily Dubois.
Okay, tragic, but maybe straightforward.
You'd think. But then the medical examiner, Cronin, gets back with the prelim findings, and suddenly it's anything but straightforward. It goes deep into the unnatural.
Yeah, that's our hook, really. How this one murder, okay, a brutal stab wound, yes, but also a missing heart. Completely gone.
Right. And that missing heart is what cracks open this whole international mess. You've got black magic, sophisticated organized crime, even advanced bioengineering.
All stemming from this one body at the port. It goes from local murder to global conspiracy, like fast.
Okay, so let's walk through it. Starting at the scene. Lily Dubois, maybe 15 years old, found in the water, a floater.
The wound itself. The files say it was ugly. Yeah. Broad stab wound right to the sternum.
But it's that missing heart, like you said. That's the big flashing red light. This isn't typical violence, not even typical war violence. And I found this detail fascinating about Luna herself. Being a werewolf, her senses are, dialed up to 11.
Huge asset, usually.
Usually. But with a decomposing body, a floater, the smell, it's overwhelming for her. The notes actually mention she uses vapor rope under her nose.
Yeah, just to cope. It really grounds the supernatural, doesn't it? It shows the gritty reality of her job.
It does. And they need that grounding because the weird evidence is right there, that missing organ.
Exactly. Detective Hunter Kelly, he's the warlock on the SCS team. He looks at that and immediately flags it. Black magic.
Not just general bad magic.
Right.
Specific.
Very specific. The ritual implies one of two things. Either the heart was taken for power, consumed for prowess, or it was punishment. Ritual punishment for betrayal.
Which is incredibly personal.
Yeah.
Cruel.
And it tells Luna something crucial. She's likely looking for someone trained in the dark arts. Rules out, a random mugging or a simple gang hit.
But then, bam, politics hits. Hard. The moment Lily is ID'd, her parents show up. Nathaniel and Petra Dubois.
And they aren't just any wers. They're high-ranking, powerful, and they don't ask. They demand the police back off.
They want pack justice, trying to just take the case away from the cops entirely.
And they go straight for Luna's weak spot, her status. They explicitly say because she's insulely, packless, she has no right, no standing to investigate the death of a high-ranking pack member's daughter.
So it's not just prejudice, it's institutional. They're trying to use her political isolation to bury the whole thing before it even gets started.
Absolutely. It's a cover-up attempt disguised as pack tradition, which forces Luna's hand, really. She has to go for the most obvious lead first.
Lily's boyfriend, Russell Meyer, older guy, 21, warlock, dealing drugs, and statutory rape involved too.
He fits the profile for a black magic killing, right? Luna even notes he has that distinct, charred scent that warlocks sometimes carry.
Seems open and shut, but then the twist.
Almost immediately, Meyer has an alibi, a solid one, confirmed by a text message sent after the estimated time of Lily's death.
So, it wasn't him. Someone set him up. Or at least someone else did the killing. Someone who knows black magic and has the resources to frame someone else.
And this is where the case takes another turn,
Yeah.
From ritual magic to street crime, specifically fake IDs.
Lily had a fake ID, and tracing that leads the SCS team to this local fixer, Ivan Salasco. Goes by Johnny Boy.
Operates out of dive bars like the OK Corral. Seems low level, right? Just ID fraud.
But that's the crack. Salasco isn't just doing fake licenses for kids wanting beers. His network. It's connected.
To Russian organized crime. and human trafficking.
Wait, hang on. Black magic murder, fake IDs, now Russian mob and trafficking. How does that connect?
Because Solodsko's ID network wasn't just about fake documents. It was sort of a filtering system, a way to identify and process vulnerable individuals, often wers and witches, for the trafficking ring.
Oh, so Lily getting a fake ID from him, she basically stumbled into the pipeline.
Pretty much. Exposed herself to the very network that likely got her killed.
And the second Luna starts pulling on that thread, the pressure ramps up again, but differently this time.
Right. First it was pack muscle. Remember Teddy, the thug they sent?
Huh. Yeah, Luna used extra hot salsa to blind him.
Sure.
Resourceful.
Very. But brute force fails, so then comes the institutional squeeze. The feds show up.
The FBI. Senior Special Agent Hart demanding Luna hand over everything, all her files.
Claiming Solodsko is part of some huge federal OCTF organized crime task force investigation. It looks like a turf war, standard procedure maybe. But the timing, the aggression, it feels like more. Like they know this is bigger, maybe international, and they want the local PD, especially Luna, out of the way.
Which naturally makes Luna dig in harder. She teams up with her partner, Will Fagin from the ATF. They decide to go around the FBI.
Yep. They pull their SES team, Bryson, Batista Lane, for a covert surveillance up down at the port, directly defying federal orders.
Risky. What do they find?
They confirm Solodsko is, a nasty piece of work. Beats a girl's linked to a brothel he runs on the side. But he's small fry in the grand scheme. The real shock comes when they see the operation's direction. They witness a meat-packing truck. It's unloading women, all wearers or witches, into a shipping container. But the container, it's marked for export.
They're not smuggling people into Nocturne City. They're shipping them out.
Exactly. This isn't just local trafficking. It's a supply chain for something global.
And that's where the bioengineering comes in, right? Will Fagin's federal contacts start connecting the dots?
They link Solodsko's associate, this guy Nikolai Rostov, to a massive operation based in Kyiv, Ukraine, run by siblings Ekaterina and Grigory Belikov.
The Belikovs. And they're not just trafficking. The files Luna eventually uncovers detail biological experiments.
Sophisticated ones. Onward DNA. The goal, this is showing, to create undetectable killing machines primed for blood.
Undetectable. What does that even mean for words? They rely on scent, instinct?
Precisely. The theory is this bioengineer, a Dr. Gorshkov, was manipulating the DNA, the basic biological signals. So these assassins, they wouldn't register as threats. They could bypass where senses, which senses, walk right up to a target.
Oh, God, that's terrifying. An enemy you literally cannot sense until it's too late.
And the worst part, they identify one successful creation, Felix Natchez.
And who is he? Some shadowy operative?
No. That's the gut punch. He was an NCPD first responder. He was at the crime scene. He was the one who officially identified Lily Dubois' body.
Inside the wire from the very beginning, the assassin was part of the initial response team.
The level of infiltration. It's staggering. And that leads to Luna getting captured by the Belikovs herself, dragged to Ukraine.
Which is where things get intensely personal and tragic.
Yeah, the sources detail her captivity. It's brutal. And her escape. It comes at a terrible cost. Dmitry Sandovsky, her former lover, Masha's father.
He dies saving her.
He does. And that loss, that trauma, it fundamentally changes Luna. The files note she had to basically unleash her full werewolf side multiple times just to survive.
There's that line about how it left her feeling ruin for all other men. That she accepts Will Fagin's proposal almost out of necessity, like needing an anchor after all that.
It's survival, not just romance at that point.
Yeah.
The violence reshaped her. Permanently.
But the climax isn't in Ukraine, is it? It comes back to Nocturne City.
Right. Luna and Will race back because they realize Natchez, the bioassassin, has been activated. His mission, clean up loose ends, specifically eliminate the Belikov's local financier.
They manage to stop Natchez. And in the aftermath, the final piece clicks into place. The real mastermind.
Not Nathaniel Dubois, the powerful pack alpha everyone suspected, if anyone.
No. His wife, Lily's mother, Petra Dubois.
Petra Ivanovich Dubois, turns out. She had deep mob ties from her past in Moscow. She was using her husband's status, his pack authority, as the perfect cover.
Running the whole local end of the trafficking and bioexperiment pipeline while hiding behind pack immunity. Unbelievable.
And Lily, her own daughter.
Lily found out, probably when she went to Solodsko for that fake ID. She stumbled onto her mother's operation.
So Petra had her killed. Made it look like a ritual murder to frame the warlock boyfriend. When that didn't stick, she tried to use pack justice to shut down the police investigation entirely, all to protect her operation.
Killing her own daughter as damage control. It's monstrous.
Absolutely. A multi-layered conspiracy using every tool at her disposal: magic, mob connections, pack politics, even grief.
So Petra's arrested. The Belikovs get caught later in Thailand. But it's not completely over, is it?
No. Dr. Gorshkov, the bioengineer who created Natchez, he gets away. Still out there. Which means the technology for undetectable assassins is still out there.
And then there's the personal fallout for Luna. She survived, yes, took down a major operation, but the trauma, it leaves a mark, a weird one.
She starts seeing things, or rather, someone. Lily Dubois. Her ghost.
Seriously, she gains a supernatural ability from all this.
Seems like it. And it's not just a flicker. The ghost speaks to her. Says, you're the only one who can see. I'm fading, Lieutenant Wilder. Are you going to let me go?
Wow. Okay, so let's recap just for a second. We went from a teenage, we're found dead at the docks,
to fake IDs, linking to Russian mob trafficking wers and witches out of the city.
Uncovering a plot to create genetically engineered, undetectable werewolf assassins.
And discovering the whole local operation, including the initial murder, was orchestrated and financed by the victim's own mother, Petra Dubois.
Who used pack politics and black magic framing attempts as cover. Insane complexity.
And Luna survives it all. Endures captivity, fights a bioengineered killer, puts the mastermind away.
Okay.
But now she has this spectral connection, this ghost.
And Lily's ghost gives her a warning, doesn't it?
A chilling one. I'm not the last you'll meet. Not by a long shot. Not at all.
Which brings us to that final provocative thought for you, the listener. Luna Wilder faced unimaginable horror, survived, and brought key players to justice. But now she can see the dead, specifically her victims.
So the question becomes, when facing down monsters leads to becoming, well, more than human yourself, even unwillingly, how does that change the job?
Is this new ability a curse, a constant reminder of trauma and loss, or is it? Is it maybe the next evolution in supernatural crime fighting, a terrible, necessary tool to see the threats others can't?
Luna wanted justice. Now maybe she's bound to the echoes of injustice in a way she never asked for. Her fight just crossed another boundary.
A really unsettling place to leave it. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Nocturne City files. We'll catch you next time.